All right, well, good morning. And it's Mother's Day, so I would like to ask all of the mothers to stand, or if you do any kind of mothering, if you are the auntie or the granny or the neighbor who puts the mothering energy into the world, let us acknowledge you and love you. For moms everywhere, yay! Okay, I'm going to talk today a little bit about, well, you know, I had a bunch of things to talk about, so we'll see where this actually goes. But I was supposed to talk about our belief manifested. And you know, what I want to say, because of Mother's Day, though, because this is my annual pitch on this, is that, you know, every real, sincere spiritual path will say that before you get to be all that you are divinely intended to be as a spiritual being, before you get to really step into your own fullness of being, you got to get clear with your mother and your father. You got to heal whatever that stuff is so that you can really show up as all that you came here to be. Because as long as you don't, as long as you are unhealed with that, that in fact is one of the things that contributes to holding you back in your life not flourishing in all the ways that you think it should flourish. Now, I got to tell you, here's how I think it works. So much for the notes. Here's how I think it works. Is that your soul has existed for eons, and your soul will continue to exist for eons. And I think before you showed, so birth was not a beginning for you, and death is not an end. You have been around for a long time, and I'm not saying it's all in this zip code, okay? But you have been around. Your soul, your consciousness, your spirit has been around for a long, long time. Now, here's how I think it really works, is I think that before you came into this life, you and some other souls, some other consciousnesses, like your immediate family, got together and said, let's see, what are we all going to work out in this next experience? So maybe you were the mom or the dad the last time, and this time you're going to be the child, or whatever it is. But there is some, now, I don't think it comes down to if you're going to have Eggs Benedict today, or if you're going to have the French toast. I don't think those are the big decisions that your soul makes before it incarnates here. But I think the big, big lessons, the big sweeps, those big important things, like who you're going to do a lot of your learning with and what that learning is going to be, I think that's kind of mapped out before you come here. Now, okay, I'm warming up now. So it's not mapped up by somebody else. It's not mapped out by somebody else. It's mapped out by you. So this is really important, because if you could really come into an awareness, an agreement with the idea that you chose it, that would give you extraordinary freedom in your primary relationships. Now, you know, I know people will say to me again and again, oh, I just get near my family and they press my buttons, right? Now, maybe nobody here, but people we know have said this, right? That's because, now I have really thought about this, I have prayed about this, I have meditated on this for an infinite number of hours, and I'm here to tell you that the reason why our family really has the capacity to press our buttons is that they were there when they were installed. So they know where the buttons are. As much as we try to be big and cover them up and do this and heal that, they know the way in because they know exactly where the button is. Now, this is an extraordinarily empowering thing to say, I chose it, I chose them, that I am not a victim in regards to who my mother or father was, or my brother, or my sisters, or my grandparents, or my aunts and uncles, that I chose all of it. I chose all of it because it was all for my learning. And I understand that perhaps you're not quite there yet, but it is my goal to take you there today. It is. It is, in fact, my goal. So this is the trajectory that I see, that some people, and it's not everybody's trajectory. You may have already healed huge pieces of this, but this is the trajectory I see. That way over here, people feel like a victim of their family. oh, my mother, my father, my this, my that, my brother, my sister, siblings, grandparents, da, da, da. People just feel like a victim.